إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره، نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا، من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، خير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، شر الأمور محدثاتها، فإن كل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار، وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. Greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for continuation of our series Alkabaaer, which means the major sins in Islam, things which is forbidden by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or by his messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And inshallah this is going to be segment number 35. This is segment number 35, and today we're talking about Al-Riya. Al-Riya is very serious disease that it attack like a heart attack, and actually it is a heart attack because it deals with your aqidah and it stems out of your heart. This is what we call in showing off. What we mean by riya and showing off: doing things not for the sake of Allah, not seeking Allah's pleasure, seeking people admiring you, acknowledging you, making a good comment about you. There is nothing wrong if you did something and people praise you or tell you thank you, but do not do things for purpose to be famous, known among the people, or the people when they see you say, okay, yes, this is the man who did this and did that, okay? Especially we're talking about things which is you're supposed to seek Allah's pleasure with it, seeking Jannah with it, seeking the reward. Doesn't matter if it's something as a form of ibadah or a form of kindness, like as example, a person who makes salah or person going for hajj. Okay, this is forms of ibadah. You have other things which, as example, that kind act that you give in charity or you try to assist somebody, go roll your sleeves and get down, you understand, and try to help them. But when you did this, you did not do it for the pleasure of Allah. This is destruction. This is called riya, showing off, okay? Seeking attention, recognition, admiring, praising of the people. And as you know, people could not do too much for you. If you're not doing it for Allah, you better don't do it, okay? Don't do it because it's not good for your iman. It's not good for your Islam, okay? We and in actuality it is part of hypocrisy, all right, that you doing things seeking the acknowledgement of the people, all right. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said in the Quran to discourage us about such a thing, okay, saying يراؤون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. And this in Surah An-Nisa, Surah number 4, verse 142. Allah Almighty is saying what the meaning is. When they stand up for prayer, they stand up unwillingly to be seen by people, and they do not remember Allah except a little. Okay? So they only join the prayer, or they start making prayer, or they perfecting their prayer, so to be seen, to be praised. Okay? But if they are in their own, in their house, nobody's there, they are not going to pray. They are not going to pray sunnah, neither are you going to pray fard. And if they pray on the sound like jumping jacks, up and down, not taking their time. But when now they see somebody coming, now they slow down, and now their head down, and okay, their shoulder tilting, and all miskeen now, okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, يُرَاءُونَ النَّاسِ. They do this to be seen by mankind. وَلَا يَذْكُرُونَ اللَّهَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. They are not mentioning Allah's name except little. We seek refuge in Allah that such a disease will reach us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also is saying in Surah Al-Ma'un, Surah 107, verse number 4. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون. Again the word يراءون. ويمنعون الماعون. Woe to the worshippers who are unmindful of their prayer, those who want to be seen in worship but refuse small kindness. Okay? Woe to the worshipper. Woe to those people who make salah, but they are neglectful of their salah. They are not making it in time. They are not perfecting it. Okay? الذين هم, Allah describing them, that يراؤون, they do it only to be seen by people, that they was there in Jum'ah, they was there in Salah, they making a lot of tahajjud, a lot of qiyam al-layl. So Allah said what? فَوَيْلٌ, woe, punishment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying also in Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah number 2, فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا. And whosoever hopes for meeting with Allah, his Lord, let him do good deeds and not make anyone a sharer in his Lord's worship. Do not waste the praise of the people. Do not wait for people looking at you, praising you, talking highly about you, because now you made them as a sharik, as a partner. So you are not really doing it only for Allah, and also for people who understand they can trust me, they can make business with me, they know that I'm a person who makes salah, okay? so they can. And no, this is serious. This is part of shirk. It's very serious. Okay. Let's get one hadith here, which is very, very, very sad and serious and scary hadith. Hadith reported by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, that the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, أول الناس يقضى عليه يوم القيامة رجل استشهد في سبيل الله فأتى به أو فأتي به فعرفه نعمه فعرفها قال ما عملت فيها قال قاتلت فيك حتى استشهدت قال كذبت ولكنك فعلت ليقال هو جريء. Three types of people Allah will present them in the day of judgment. One is a martyr. Do you know what's a martyr mean? A person who go in fighting, go in the battlefield, and there's a good possibility that he will lose his life. But can you imagine losing your life and after this you go to hell life, to hellfire? How? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brings three types of people in the day of judgment in front of the people, and Allah will remind him about his favors that he bestowed upon him. He will acknowledge it. Did I make you a brave? Did I give you a healthy body, strong arms, big muscles? Then when Allah remind you in the day of judgment about his favor upon you, he's going to ask you, what did you do in this strength and this power and this braveness and all these things? Say, oh Allah, qataltu fika hatta istushhid. Oh Allah, I went to the battlefield and I fought for your cause until I was martyred. Allah would say what? كذبت, you are a liar. ولكنك قتلت ليقال جريء. You was fighting so the people will say, oh look how brave he is. You see, he meant this. There is a difference between you do something for Allah and after people praise you or they saw you or acknowledge you. This is something different. But if you have 1 inch in your heart that people praise you or people, you spoil your deed. You spoil your sadaqah. You spoil everything. So what else can be more than a person die? Die. He gave his life, his blood. So Allah, and when Allah said to him, you are a liar, you know that Allah is Sadaqallahu al-Azim. He's the most truthful one. And Allah, He's the only one can see your heart. He's the only one can see your intention. And He knows. So when Allah say to you, you are a liar, you are a liar. And Allah said, no, you went to the battlefield so the people can say, he's a brave man. And it been said, then Allah will order the angels to drag this person on his face to hellfire. Sad. It's very sad. May Allah protect us from this. The second person, ورجل وسع الله عليه وأعطاه من أصناف المال فأتي به فعرفه نعمه فعرفها قال فما عملت فيها. The second person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring a person whom Allah give him a lot of wealth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala present him in the day of judgment, and Allah remind him, did I give you a lot of camels? Did I give you a lot of money? Did I give you a lot of acres of land, fruits, and all these things? I gave you. He said, yes, Allah, I recognize, I acknowledge it, yes. So Allah said, ماذا عملت فيها? What did you do? Because when Allah gives you a favor and a blessing, don't think you understand this it. You go and you big money in the bank, or you understand a big land. No, anything, any blessing Allah give you, He will question you about how did you utilize it? How did you use it? What did you do with it? Okay? So Allah remind him about the favor, say, Allah, I remember everything. So Allah say, what did you do with this blessing, all this wealth I give you? Say, oh Allah, I did not leave anything. Anybody say, refugees, I give money. People in Syria, I give money. The Udhiyah in Yemen, I give them money. Building a mosque, I give money. So Allah said, you truly gave, but you did not give it for my sake. You did this so that people can say that he is generous. And by the way, people already talk highly about you. Then Allah will order the angel to drag him on his face to hellfire. A third person, a person who carries the Quran, Hafiz Quran, a Sheikh, a Mufassir, a Maulana, Alim. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring him in front of everybody. Did I give you the ability to memorize? Give you the understanding? Give you... So what did you... Oh Allah, I taught the people, I made you understand, school of teaching Quran, and I wrote books, I did. Allah said, yes, you did. But you didn't do it for my pleasure. You did this ليقال قارئ. You did so people can say he's a Maulana, he's a big Sheikh. So people can kiss in your hand and all these things, okay? And by the way, the people had talked highly about you. You are a liar. You did it for the people. You did not did it for me. Then Allah will order the angel to drag him in his face and be put in hell fire. So my brothers and sisters, let's focus in this hadith today. Let's really reflect and see the seriousness of making things, seeking the recognition of the people, not seeking Allah. And Allah see your intention. No one can see your heart. No one can see your intention. How many people they go to make Hajj, so people can call them, when they come back, call them Haji. Now they give them this special title. Or now people will now respect you more because now you went to Hajj. How many people walking with dhikr beads so big so people can say, oh, it's from awliya of Allah. No one can see your intention other than Allah. So if you have a 1 inch showing off, doing the things, seeking the pleasure of the people, seeking the attention of the people, you had spoiled this deed. So ask Allah to protect us from the riya, from the showing off. And that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, as he said, فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. Whosoever really believe in the day of judgment and knows that you're going to meet with Allah, let him or her do a righteous deed and do not associate anyone beside Allah in what they doing. Do not seek Allah's reward and the fame from the people and talking highly about it. You want to do it for the sake of Allah and for Allah alone. With this we come inshallah to conclusion to our segment for today, and make a lot of dua. Ask Allah to keep your intention only clear for Him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all. Make us to do the right thing and do it only for the sake of Allah. By the way, I want to say for my brothers and sisters who are joining us today, in case we have any ones that have financial problems, because with the corona, some people that their jobs being closed, or so if anybody have any emergency, please kindly, we don't have a treasure here, but we have little bit money of our zakah here in the mosque. We can share it with anybody, inshallah, that who are in necessity. Not to understand to go buy ice cream and things like that. We're talking about basic things, okay? So please, you can feel free to text me or to send me an email. This between you and Allah. We are not going to ask you how you're going to use this money or what do you need it for. This between you and Allah. It's not a big money, but it's good to assist one another and caring for one another, inshallah. Thank you for being here today, and we see you tomorrow, inshallah. Same time, same place. Or maybe we have another segment at 9:30 p.m. if Muhammad Riyad show up, which we have the Al-Arba'un Al-Madrasiyya. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Any comments, any question, any correction? Comments, question, correction. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك, and Allah knows best. Thank you for being here.